Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of appropriate ages, I'm Bruce, aka Haunted Husband, and welcome to 100 Days. If this is your first time or your 100th time on my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. By subscribing, you'll be notified my content goes live daily. I cover a lot of indie demos, indie games, and great content like this from indie developers. So if you're into all things indie, you're in the right place. Smash that subscribe button right now. What is 100 Days? Winemaking can be your best adventure. Make the best wine interacting with soil and nature and take your winery to the top. Your beautiful journey into the winemaking tradition starts now. Basically, it's a winemaking simulator. It's got strategy, it's simulation, all that type of stuff. Big thanks and shout out to developer publisher Broken Arms Games for hooking me up with a copy of this. Make sure you go pick it up right now. They're doing their anniversary sale. Game's been out for about a year. It has very, very, very positive reviews on Steam. So in the description below, you'll find a place on Steam where you can pick it up, and you can also wishlist it right now if you're not in the market, but you want to pick it up later. It's a wonderful game. Without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. The only thing you missed so far was you had to make my own winery, and so I did. It's Madame Leota Winery. So let's jump into story mode. I may have to move my camera around. I didn't really look too much to where I need to place that. So I'm just covering the controls up. That's nothing. The cards represent the activities you can perform. You can drag and drop them on the board. The board represents the workday. Each activity occupies a specific space, but you can rotate the cards to optimize work. So it's left click to drag, right click to rotate, mouse pulls them. Okay, gotcha. When you're happy with your placement and ready to move on, click on the button in the right corner to proceed to the next day, right down here. Let's put that there. And we're already starting off with a assumingly too difficult puzzle for me. Well, they're the exact same piece, right? So no matter what I do, they're not going to fit. There we go. Get to open the mail. Just knocking it out. Some activities have a special result. Press the flashing orange button to view it.
My dearest Emma, I doubt you remember me. My name is Beppe and I am an enologist. Winemaking has ruled my life as a tyrant, devouring any free time I had, until I have reached the end of my journey, still chasing the perfect wine. There is a long list of winemakers who would be happy to inherit my lands, but this time I will rebel against what is logical or due. While we need to treasure our tradition, we also need to make room for innovative solutions, newcomers to fill our ranks. I want you to run my business and become a winemaker. It's not going to be easy, but I promise you it will be worth it. Your vineyards await.
What makes me qualified to run a vineyard? Just out of curiosity. Hey, it's Anna. Hi, Anna. Hi, my name's Anna. I'm your next door neighbor. Hi, nice to meet you. It's great to finally meet you and put a face to a name. I've heard so much about you from the old man. Oh, have you? Yeah, I'll tell you everything about it, don't worry, but all in due time. I just thought it would be nice to introduce myself and greet you, so here I am. Oh yes, so very kind of you. You must be exhausted. How was your journey? Yeah, I'm actually a bit tired. The flight was delayed and kind of packed, you know. Oh, girl, I can imagine that. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you, okay? Anything at all. About that, how do I run this place? The letter wasn't particularly clear on the matter. Whoa, that's a big question, but you're in luck. The old man has left some instructions for you to follow, but he was a bit worried you'd feel overwhelmed reading everything in one go. I'll pass his notes to you one by one when the time feels right. He has entrusted me with this task, and I shall oblige. Overwhelmed is the word. Some more handwritten notes and letters, you say? I gathered he wasn't particularly tech-savvy. Not really, he belongs to another generation. Other times, other means of communication. But you'll be fine, don't worry. Back to your question, you should really give Tio a call. My mind read Taco Bell. My brain broke there for a second. He'll help you run this place. Tio, okay, do you know him? Yeah, nice guy, tall, strong arms, big hands. He's the youngest son of the old lady who runs the bakery in town. Wonderful loaves of breads, white breads, granary breads, you name it. They have it, not to mention the cakes. On Sunday morning, the smell of cakes that permeates from the entire street promises me you'll try to do those cakes. Oh, and, Tio, how do I find him? Oh dear, I'm doing it again. I'm rambling, aren't I? I'm such a blabbermouth sometimes. We get that, Daniel. Right, Tio, it's really simple. Just ring him up. He'll be here in no time. Great, thanks, Anna. No worries at all. Now I'll leave you to be. I have a mani-pedi booked at my favorite nail spa. It can't possibly be late, you know. Unpack, settle down, get familiar with the place, and... Breathe in. Can't you smell it? Smell what? If you smell what the rock... Oh, sorry. I wanted Anna to bust that one out. Oh dear, you really don't have a clue, do you? Smell that air, girl. Fill your lungs with it. Absorb it. Welcome to... Lahain? Langhu? We're going with Langhu. Make yourself at home. Hey, look, it's Tio. He's a big, burly, muscular man. Bye-bye, my lover. I've completed The Office several times. I've watched the entire run of that show probably 3 or 4 times. Howdy. Hello, are you Tio? That would be me. Yes. Girl, we spoke on the phone yesterday. I really need your help. I'm happy to help. Truth is, I was waiting for your call. You know, the old man had instructed us all... Oh, that sounds kind of ominous. Ah, nonsense. It just shows how much he cares for you. So I've heard, but I've never met the man. I have no idea what kind of person he was. I can't help feeling that he's left me sitting out on the wasteland. Almost missed the office. Come on, you don't really mean that. I don't. If you work in a cubicle, or an office building, or some type of combination of that, maybe there's like a small percentage of people out there who are really happy with that lifestyle, that rat race lifestyle, but come on, like if someone sent you a letter saying you inherited my farm, my vineyard, like hundreds of acres of land, would you be like, nah, I'd rather sit here in this polluted city next to all these people I can't stand than go out there in the fresh country? No, you wouldn't. Get out of here. Come on, you don't really mean that. I'll be happy to prove him wrong. So, how does this winemaking thing work? That question perhaps is too vague. I'll be honest, I have no idea when it comes to gardening. I named my last houseplant Dodo because extinction is the ultimate fate of all my plants, doomed to perish the instant I buy them. Not even a succulent? They are hard to kill, you know. Nada. No green fingers whatsoever. No cute artisanal ceramic vases. Not even a fancy terrarium with a tiny green creature growing inside. Not for me, sadly. You know, if you'll ever feel like fixing this, I have a distant cousin who is a florist in town. I know. Do you? How could you possibly know? Oh, let me guess. Anna told you. Bingo. She told me a bunch of things about you, but I digress. So what are the basics of the winemaking thing? I'll have no chance without your wisdom. Tio's like, you know what? I'm a winemaking pimp. Someone's going to be smug and be like, agreed. So... Oh, you mean right now? I see, okay. Let's start from something easy yet fundamental, like weeding. Is it about... I'll stop you right there. It isn't. Weeding is about preserving the moisture of the soil by reducing the competition for the mineral nutrients required by the vines to grow. Clear enough? In short, death to the weeds, long live the vines. That's a bizarre way of putting it, but yeah, in a nutshell. Great, let's just pretend weeds are my houseplants. It'll work like a charm. Emma. This is a tutorial message. You can always disable the tutorial from settings, gameplays. Nah, give me all the tutorial. I'm going to need it because I'm going to mess something up. And my head's in the perfect spot because all it's blocking is the directions of how to drag and rotate the cards. That's nice over here. So let's, we got a little weed eating going. I'm just going to pause it. I'm not going to read all that. I have a time frame where I can make this video, and spending 15 minutes reading text isn't going to make a proper thing. But something that's running long enough, you could pause and read it if you like. So this is Anna's house. This is our winery. Here's the town, Alba. All this extra stuff. Here's a whole bunch of hips. Suckering. Okay, get off my screen. Not really much to do, just other than weed eat. Oh, I just clicked on this by accident, but okay. Warehouse is used to store bottles ready to sell. Here you can build new rooms to handle marketing. Warehouse levels determines the amount of orders you can fulfill every turn. You know what? I'm going to, I'm sure there's a tutorial on that I don't need to be invested in at the moment. That went well. Do you think so? Was my weeding up to your standards, huh? I'd say it's amazing. Told you, exterminate. No, is that more like a Cylon from Doctor Who? Exterminate. I'm good at this, so what's next? Yes, let's proceed. Now you can learn the fine art of crop thinning. Crops on a diet? I had a feeling this was going to be... Sorry, crops on a diet. I have the feeling this is going to be quite a ride. Baby steps. Basically, you will have to remove some of the flowers and or grape clusters on the grapevine. Wait, what? Why would I ever do that? Crap. I didn't... He said, please let me finish before you keep interrupting me. A waste of resources that happens by design. Am I getting this right? You are. It may sound counterintuitive, I'll give you that. People thought growers were completely nuts when they first started to practice this technique. A priest from a nearby parish was summoned to the vineyards to talk some sense into them, save their souls from the blasphemous act of wasting perfectly good grape clusters, so you are not the first one to stare in horror. So I have to sacrifice some flowers and grape clusters to the benefit of those that are left. Correct, it's all about the yield. Are you familiar with the concept? The yield is a measure of the amount of grapes or wine that is produced per unit surface of vineyard. Wait, let me write this down. It makes no sense now, but maybe it will later on. Okay, let's do this. So we have winter, we have spring, we have summer. Day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go get that going. Your business has 3 different buildings that handle different sides of the wine production. Click to access them and handle their functionalities. In the cellar, you can find all the tools and rooms that you need to work on mouth not working. In the cellar, you can find all tools and rooms that you need to work on much such as tanks. Getting to some of my brain is just a sentence. Need to work on must such as tanks, barrels, or presses. Tools are one required for most of car activities, and they can get dirty or broken. In the tool shed, you can find all vineyards, machineries, and rooms to maintenance them. Some tractors and tools will decrease turns number of specific. Okay. Good to know. We're in autumn. Here he is. That wasn't too bad, was it? Yes, I guess I'm starting to get the gist of the new life in the vineyards. So now what? Harvest. What don't you understand about harvest, Emma? We need some help with that. Oh, so there's no Harvest 101 with Theo at this time? Not this time. We can start harvesting together, but you'll need to hire an... They said at the very beginning of the game, I should have been paying attention, but you need to hire an oenologist to complete this task. It's the most complex and delicate activity you will ever perform in the vineyard. There's no room for mistakes. Hey, thank you very much. No pressure, huh? You're going to be fine. Relax. Just call Gianni. He's the best in the area. Will do. Good, let's get moving. Bam. This is Albrico. We're inspecting the grapes. Get in there, look at them grapes. Ooh, too sexy. It's on 2.5 acres. Exposure is north to east. Altitude. pH is mostly extinct. That's pretty cool. Man, he looks angry. Look at him. Gianni, you are late. Hi, it's nice to meet you. Yeah, sorry, I ran into Anna on my way here. I'm gonna give him like some mad. You should really avoid any distractions. Winemaking is an activity that requires your undivided attention and commitment. If you are not ready to devote your time to your vineyards, you will fail, and most importantly, your vines will perish. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I catch you on a bad day? I'm merely stating the facts, so why am I here? Teal told me to hire you. We started harvesting, but we need your help to complete the task. I hear you recently moved here from London with no understanding nor interest in winemaking business. You basically know nothing about this, don't you? Man, why are you coming at me square like that, Gianni? Don't make me get up. Well, you don't mince words, huh? Are you really sure you want to help me? I promised the old man I'd help you with the first harvest, and I always keep my word. I can see you have made a start at it, which is fascinating to me since you have no idea about what you are doing. Now hurry up. I'd like to be done with this before the season is over. Well, in that case, how about less complaining and more harvesting? My thoughts exactly. So harvest, as you may have guessed, is a process by which wine grapes are picked. You can do this by hand or mechanically. This is going to take a while. Yes, it's a long and tiring process. And yes, you have to endure this every year. It's also my favorite bit and the most rewarding experience as an oenologist, so please don't spoil it. You really woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, huh? Let's go. You are as slow as a sloth. Keep moving, or we will never get to the cellar. That sounds like some serial killer stuff right there. Is someone waiting for us in the cellar? Just your future as a winemaker. No rush at all. I mean, we move. We move. We click. In this panel, you can see the harvest results. Now you can move to transform the grapes and select the tanks you would like to use. So the quality is good. Looks like we got about 6,700 pounds of it, or 670 gallons. We'll put them in the fiberglass tank. Unbelievable. You survived your first harvest. I appreciate the sarcasm, Gianni. No sarcasm this time. I'm honestly blown away by the fact that you're still here. You're not getting rid of me that easily, so what's next? Crushing. Crushing? Yes, the crushing realization that is still a long road ahead. I've run out of sunflower seeds. So it was you. You left the trail of sunflower seed cells in the vineyard. Another incredible deduction. I wish we could have spent more time playing Sherlock of the Vineyard, but we have the work to do. Today we will crush the grapes, like I will crush your soul. Okay, sounds easy. Now, before you start smashing grapes like a brute, let me be clear. This is a gentle process. We are just bursting the skins of the grapes to expose all the inner solids. Are you still with me, London? Of course, all clear. Just a bit gory. Focus. We will apply pressure to the grapes to allow the juices free access to the yeast, tannins, and characteristics of the skin. Well, you really like using fancy words, don't you? I'm an oenologist. My vocabulary is specific. Are you taking note? I won't repeat this. We will combine crushing with the destemming process. It's relatively straightforward. The stems are either removed from the grapes or left attached. It really depends on what the winemaker prefers. Questions? What's the difference? Not at the moment. As you wish. Now go crush those grapes gently. We crushing, boys? Some activities require a larger board. You can increase the size of the board panel through technology panel. Okay, where's the technology panel? Tio? Yes. I've been reading some of the books about winemaking. The old man has left me tons, filled with notes, weird diagrams, and old photos. That's good. But I still can't wrap my head around a few things. That's fine. It's a lot to take in. Like this pruning thing. How do I do that? Oh, pruning! You really have been studying, haven't you? The answer is simple. It's too late for you to do that. How so? Well, first of all, we prune the vines in the winter. Then let's just say that you need a far more than just a few books to understand how we can do that. But don't worry, I can help you. That's not what I'm looking for. Where was the I know I saw a technology tree somewhere. That's not what I want. We'll have this update in the technologies panel. Where's the technologies panel? There we go. Increase the available spaces on the board, allowing you to... yes. Tool shed, winery, warehouse, wine orders. Okay, now let's go back out. The amount of buds left on the vine will affect quantity, and grapes' ripeness. Every variety has its favorite pruning method. So how's it going with Gianni? I'm glad you asked because, mate, how on earth did you think we could work together? Ouch. He can be a bit, blunt, I guess, but don't take it personally. Blunt? He's not blunt, he's just plain rude. I know that I need him and his knowledge, but he is way out of line sometimes. Look, I'm sorry. So sorry. I assure you that he is a good man. He's just used to mumbling on his own. You know how oenologists are, constantly stressed about and under pressure to get the perfect wine out there. I'm fine. I can take it. I just needed to vent. Anyway, I'm so happy our 101 sessions are back on. I've missed your winemaking lectures. Ah, thank you. It's fine time to prune your vines. Uh-oh. This is a level up for me. Indeed it is. Pruning is all about removing unwanted or unneeded parts of the grapevines. We prune in winter and we leave on the plants the necessary buds for next year's production. So far so good. Anything else I need to know to become a princess pruner? Princess pruner should know that vines can be trained with different styles of pruning techniques. Depending on the grape variety, certain pruning styles are more adequate than others. Okay, so I remove the unwanted bits and I leave the buds on. How many buds? How do I select those? Good question. In a nutshell, less buds, better quality of wine. More buds, more quantity of wine. So if I have fewer buds, it's going to be a better wine. If I leave more buds, I'm going to have more wine. Gotcha. It's always about quality versus quantity, isn't it? In this case, it definitely is. So that's a plus plus. That's a plus plus. That's a plus plus plus. Let's make... I think that's fine. I think very low is too low. Let's go with low. So we get 3 pluses in ripeness, 2 pluses in quality, and just a negative in quantity. We have a journal update. Operation that requires experience at any time. Oh, it helps if I clicked on this, like the technology panel. That was that one, right? Yep. Oh. It's a new year. It's 2022. Nobody's gonna come talk to me? That's interesting. Fermentation consumes sugar to create alcohol. You can select the duration and yeast. Different yeast can give different flavors to wine. Oh, there he is. Hello again, London. At last, we meet again. Indeed. I hope you're ready because today we'll cover one of the most complex parts of the winemaking process. I've dusted off my old notebooks for the occasion. I also have a whole bag of sunflower seeds to chew on whenever I will feel overwhelmed by your incompetence. I'm rubbing your glue anyway. I'm ready. Open your spell book and let's summon some wine. Now, London, pay close attention. Do you remember what we learned about crushing? Be gentle, burst the skin, release the sugary juice, expose them to the yeast. I'm impressed. Well, fermentation is the next step. Yeast will now convert grape sugars into alcohol. Sugar meets yeast, and bam, there is wine. Not so fast, London. Not so fast. Fermentation will affect the body, the sweetness, the tannin, the acidity of your wine. Depending on the grape variety, there are different optimal values for each of those characteristics. Sure, hey wait, are you reading from your old notebooks? I am, don't interrupt me. As I was saying, sweetness and tannin are influenced by the duration of the fermentation process. Everything clear so far? It's clear as mud. Unsurprisingly so. Look, I'm tired and I'm running out of sunflower seeds. I'll make it easy for you. Let's say you are fermenting Barbera, okay? A practical example would be helpful. Yes, let me write this down. In this case, your optimal values would be tannin 210 and sweetness 210. Now feel free to give it a go, even if I highly doubt you'll be able to get it right your first attempt, given your non-existent expertise in the basic equipment we have in the cellar. You should really add a few drops of optimism to your daily intake of sunflower seeds, you know? You said 2 sweetness and 2 tannin, right? Well, I mean, it's not really going to affect. I don't think that's really going to affect anything. Time to press this. Really, I'm just going to put this down and nobody's going to come yell at me? That's cool. If you press with a higher intensity, you'll get a higher volume of must with a lower quality. You use the slider to select the desired intensity. You look tired. I'm not tired, I'm fermented. Well, well, well. Is this your first attempt at a windish pun? Blimey, you are talking this seriously. The sooner you accept that I am here to stay, the better you'll feel, trust me. So what's on today's menu? Pressing, which is the process whereby the juice is extracted from the grapes. Pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? That's it? Obviously not. Increase the press intensity and you'll get more wine. Decrease the press intensity and your wine will be of better quality. Are you writing this down? Increase for more quantity, decrease for better quality. Got it. Good. Remember, the press intensity will also affect the value of 2 characteristics, which are body and tannin. If you're pressing Barbera, keep in mind the optimal body is 810. Aye. I'll give it a go and see what happens. I know your generation is not particularly keen on reading, but you can also check the wine data to get the right balance. Should be easy enough for you. So, there's no way I can get to an 8 out of 10 though. That's... Oh. Maybe like a 9. That way the sweetness and tannin aren't affected. Oh look, it's raining. Thanks, Tio. Thanks for the heads up. No biggie, I've lived in London long enough. Rain is an integral part of my everyday existence. Well, in our case, it makes a huge difference. We have to stop. We can't work in the vineyard when it rains. Really, that bad? I'm afraid so. I see in that case, I put on a kettle on, and do you fancy a cuppa? A cup of tea sounds very exotic, thanks, but a double espresso would do. Here you are. Here I am, you look tense. I am. Today we will start bottling the wine. This is the final stage in the winemaking process, the moment of truth. Once the bottles are sealed, there's nothing more we can do. It's out of our control. Are you really concerned about this? Of course, always. Even more so given you have no clue about the entire process. Bottling is irreversible. There's no turning back. Next time you see your wine, it'll be in someone's glass, and they'll be tasting it. Relax is my first wine, and I have learned a lot along the way. Whatever people say, it will not be on me. It'll be on me, not on you. Nonsense. I'm the oenologist and your mentor. It's my responsibility. The only thing that makes me feel less helpless during the process is to make sure that the bottles are sparkling clean and the corks are top quality. Good to know. Let's inspect the bottles. Click on the eye on the cards to receive more information on the activity. Bam. Bottles is the final stage of the winemaking process. It is very important to be finished products. You keep telling me that. Like, I've already done that. We've reached spring. We have our wine. Make sure you have enough space in the warehouse for your bottles. Remember that some type of closures can give faults to the wine. Create a new image for your bottle. Create. Screwcap. Screwcap kind of feels like what it needs to be. What's the cheapest bottle? $1? Like that. This one's going to be called Fast Pass. Yeah, we can't do any of that. Switching with the warehouse, make sure you have room. I think we have plenty of room. What do you think? Yeah, we should be fine. Machinery wears out while using them, and they keep getting dirty or broken. You can clean and repair them accessing the different buildings they belong to. Using dirty machines can fault wines. Hey girl, long time no see. How you doing? And I don't got time for you right now. Hi, Anna. I've been buried in work. Apologies for ghosting you the other day. Gianni hates it when I'm late. Oh, so that's why you ran away so quickly. I thought you were avoiding me. Me avoiding you? No way. I'm trying to avoid you right now because I got things to do, but hey, keep talking. Phew, but tell me, how are things getting along? Gianni is all about the wine. He doesn't mingle with us in the town. He's so difficult to read. Tell me more. I'm afraid I don't have much to offer. The only thing I know is that whenever he feels particularly stressed, he chews on a tons of sunflower seeds and leaves a trail of shells behind. Ew. Right, anyway, we have finished our bottling our first wine. He seemed particularly concerned about the last phase. Let's hope everything goes smooth. Well, that sounds great. The very first bottle, you have to tell Satoshi? Satoshi? Don't you know him, girl? Have you ever left the house? You really should go out sometimes, you know? Gianni says I have to focus and avoid any distractions. Gianni says this, Gianni says that. I don't even know him, and he's already getting on my nerves. He'll do that. Forget Gianni. Let me listen to me. Satoshi is the owner of the wine bar in town. He is such a nice guy. Go there, tell him I've sent you, and bring him a bottle of your wine, and he'll want to taste it. I don't want to impose. Impose, snap out of that imperial coldness, girl. Stop behaving like a guest. This is our land. These are your traditions. Own it. It's ironic, you know, as I expect. I really feel like a guest. I feel like I was inhabiting a space that wasn't mine. Now it's that I'm home. I feel behave as a stranger. I'm stuck in limbo. Don't get all philosophical me on, girl. It scares me. Take a deep breath. Enjoy an evening at the Satoshi Wine Bar. Can you do this for me, pretty please? Sure thing. Thank you, Anna. Alright, we got suckering to do. We need to clean these tanks. Hold on. Hmm. You can go there. Oh. Okay. I'm not gonna get them all in there. I know that. So let's go here. I bought the most expensive piece of land first. That sounds about right. Ah. I mean, I can keep moving this around all I want to, but it's not going to get me where I need to go. We need to do this. We haven't done this yet. We need to clean the tanks. That's very important. Yeah, even if I move that there's still no place for me to put this. We'll just have to wait. Yes, we're cleaning. The evaluation of the wine is expressed by a score. These values depend on the typicality of the wine, the quality of the grapes used, and the flavors increase the score, while faults decrease it. The wine needs more body. I'm fine with that. 76 out of 100 my first time out. It's not too terrible. Hi, welcome to my wine bar. Do you have a reservation? Hello, not really, sorry. It was a last minute thing. My neighbor Anna told me to. Oh, so it's you. It's so nice to finally meet you. I heard so much about your first steps in the winemaking business. Anna has filled me in your adventures. She really is the unofficial news broadcaster in town, isn't she? Tune into the radio Anna and learn about what's new in the area. Well, she is, but she has a big heart. She only broadcasts positive things about people she cares about. But listen, why don't you just sit at the table over there? Tell me about your first wine. I'll be a second. Sure. Meow. Nice to meet you too, furry creature. Meow. You're so cute. Can I pet you? Is that okay with you? Meow. Purr. Purr. Looks like you met Barrick. And judging from the rhythmic purring sound I hear, I'd say that he likes you. The feeling is mutual. I also like your wine bar. It's cozy. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. So let's talk about your first wine. Do we have to do that? I'm not sure it's any good. Here you go. Uncork. Taste it. There's no uncorking it. You just have to screw tap it off of it. So, come on, your silence is killing me. Is it dreadful? Oh gosh, Johnny would be furious. I must have screwed up something. Maybe the fermenting process. The pressing, I must have pressed too much. Is the cork okay? Look, I know you've been studying hard, working hard, and fulfilling committed to the cause, but how do I say this? The wine is actually good. All things considered, deeply colored, full-bodied, low tannins. Well done. Is it? Are you sure? I mean, feel free to say it's rubbish if you don't like it. No, this is a good wine, especially for your first wine. I know was right. You do know what you're doing here. This is the menu. Order what you want, and it's on the house. Celebrate. Really, you're too kind. Thank you. And yes, Yana was right. I really need to leave the house, meet new people. I feel so much better. Say as long as you like. I have to go back to the other tables, but I would definitely want to know more about your future plans. I will pay you a visit as soon as I can, and as a promise. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for 100 days. We made our first wine in like 45 minutes. It's a lot of fun. It's very in-depth, you know, tweaks and minor this, minor that can really affect the whole gameplay. So I would definitely pick it up for yourselves. Once again, in the description below, there'll be a link to it on Steam. It's currently on sale for the anniversaries update, and if you don't want to buy it now, make sure you wish us for sure. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Lets me that I'm doing a good job, gives me a little pat on the back. Also helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Lets people see my content and gets it out to more people as well. I'll be back at it again tomorrow with more indie games, indie demos, and great content like this from indie developers. Until then, my little Fino Veritas scholars. I think I said that right. I'll hunt you later.